So this morning I'm at the Flexibility Academy in Urmston. I'm about to do the Alixa Flexibility course programme this morning. It's a 2-day course, really excited. The first time I meet Alixa after talking over email for quite a few months and collabing on a more recent post about the importance of safe stretching that I did earlier. So yeah, really excited to actually meet her in the flesh and to learn some new and safe stretching techniques, hopefully to pass on to everyone else too. I'm really excited. Oh my god, I am absolutely loving this course so far. It is just so insightful and you really just get that light bulb moment. Alixa is amazing. She's my new best friend and I just think her techniques, you can really see she's put a lot of thought and time and energy into the stretches she's created. So yeah, really excited to get on this afternoon. So, I'm just about to go down for breakfast actually, but today I have day 2, which is module 2 of the Alixa Flexibility Programme. Reflecting on day 1 yesterday was amazing. I literally had so many light bulb moments doing some of the stretches. So, you know, if I've been feeling tightness or discomfort in certain areas, the exercises literally highlighted and pinpointed where the pain or discomfort or stickiness was coming on, so then you could work on that specific area, and then working on that specific area enabled you to then improve your flexibility as a whole. So yeah, hugely interesting. What we found is that with module 1, although it seemed very simple and a lot of the demo students that came in were able to do things like the splits and the bridge and walkovers and things like that, what I've actually found was that they weren't doing it with proper technique. So, you know, squaring of the hips, which enables all these things are there to protect the body. So Alixa's whole thing is that, you know, being flexible and going past that hyper-flexible, past that contortionist is completely achievable in a safe manner, but you have to almost rewrite your train of thought of your own flexibility and flexibility as a whole and how you get there. So it's all about building the blocks. So quite often some of the teachers do, like I'm doing today, module 1 and module 2 back to back, so that you can start to see the progressions then in the building blocks, and the stress is on the safety of it. And so obviously you will have some students who, or you might think yourself, oh well, what's the point in doing these really simple exercises? Well, the point is to help the children, is to help students or your own body to be safe, so that in, you know, 10, 20 years you're not going to start to see these problems and issues and injuries that arise from stretching or doing elements in an unsafe way. Yeah, so looking forward to doing day 2, forward to seeing how module 1 compares to module 2, and yeah, I'll check back in with you later. See you later. why did you set up your Alixa Flexibility course?
Well, the reason that I started setting that up is because I was really tired, honestly, of seeing so many students getting injured. We would go to competitions and I'd see the students that my students were competing against, and it was just like injury after injury after injury from these other students, and they're all quite young. And it was so discouraging for me to see that happening. And then also for myself personally, I had injury after injury in my career, and I feel very strongly about that we can get more flexibility and we can increase that, but we have to do it so slowly and step by step, and building that really solid foundation, and also paying really strict attention to the alignment, because if the alignment's slightly incorrect, then obviously anything that they try to build on after that is going to be unsafe. And so trying to get the students to understand that and to back up and really take care of their bodies so that they're not getting injured, I think that's the passion and the reason that I built up the whole program.
What would be the main reason that a teacher would come on one of your courses?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that it would be thinking about safety and thinking about keeping the students safe, but also how do you increase the flexibility with the new type of body we have? If you think about the students, 20 years ago, our students were much more flexible because the lifestyle was very different. Kids were moving all the time, and they were constantly in motion. They were a bit more flexible than now. Now you look at the 6 and 7-year-olds are very tight from all the sitting that they're doing, and so the hips get very tight, their hamstrings get shortened up, and then you've got the technology, which doesn't help us at all. So they're on their phones and they're doing things like this to get very tight in the neck and the upper back and shoulders. And so I think for the teachers it's really discouraging, because the stretches that you used to use, in the old days, back a few years ago, they don't work anymore, because you've got students with very different body types right now. And so the hips are already rounded out and the spines are already rounded. Everything's very tight to begin with. And so the more traditional stretches that we used to use don't work anymore. And we also have a lot more information nowadays about how the body works. There's new studies being done every single day, and the more we know, the more we can change what we're doing and improve.
So what are the 3 main important pointers for someone who's looking to improve their flexibility?
I think making sure that you go really step by step and don't push too fast or too jump to doing hard elements before you're ready. That would be one really important thing. Paying extreme attention to the technique and the alignment. Because, for example, if you're doing a hip flexor stretch and you're trying to get those hip flexors stretched out, and you're arching in the back and you're letting the core go out, you're not going to be accessing the hips correctly, and you're also not going to be able then to use that flexibility for anything. So making sure that core is really engaged and then accessing the hips is very important. The third thing that you really have to think about is making sure that you use mobility. So we're not looking for a flat passive flexibility. We're trying to look for that nice mobility in the body so that the flexibility is actually useful, and so it's safe on the body and the body's opening up naturally, not through force.
And when are you next back in the UK?
Oh, we're going to be back in the UK in February. So you can check our website, and there's a whole list of different courses that are coming up in February around the UK, and then we'll be hopefully back in the fall, the autumn again. And hopefully put some courses in Scotland. In February we'll have courses up in Ireland as well as the UK.
Thank you.